We're going to begin these problems like we did with the problems previously. So we have to realize they're asking for f of g of a certain x value, except this time they're telling you what that x value is. So they want you to find f of g of 2. So you're going to begin by finding g of 2 first. We want to work our way from inside to out. So to get g of 2, we're going to replace x with 2 in the g formula. And if we do 4 over the quantity 2 minus 1, we're going to get 4. Now that I know my g of 2, I can go ahead and replace g of 2 with the number 4. So the new problem will read f of 4. So we're going to put 4 into the f formula and do 2 times 4 minus 1, and we get our answer of 7. We'll do it again, but this time we'll find g of f of negative 3. So to begin this process, I want to do f of negative 3, which will entail substituting negative 3 in for x into the f formula. 2 times negative 3 minus 1 is negative 7. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take out f of negative 3 and I'm going to replace it with negative 7. And my new problem will be g of negative 7. We'll substitute negative 7 in for x, and then we'll simplify and get negative 1/2. We'll go ahead and we'll try something like that again. So we're going to begin by finding g of f of negative 2. We need to find f of negative 2, so we can use that number. So we're going to do negative 3 times negative 2 plus 4 and get 10. So my new problem will be g of 10. And if I put 10 into the g formula, I'll get 100. We do part B. We're going to switch it and do f of g of negative 2, which will mean we'll need to begin by finding g of negative 2, which is going to get me 4. 4 goes in to the f formula. So I'll be doing negative 3 times 4 plus 4, which will get me my answer of negative 8. The last problem is going to use 3 functions. We have the f, the g, and the h function. So I'm going to go ahead and begin by changing this notation a little bit to h of g of f of 2. I will also have to do another problem. I will have to do f of 4 times h of 3. So what we'll do is we'll work out the first one and then we'll move on to the second one. So again, thinking of we want to work our way from inside to out, the innermost function is the f function. So I want to do f of 2 first. When I compute that, I get negative 3. So I will take out f of 2 and replace it with negative 3. Now I'm going to do g of negative 3. So if I simplify this, 9 minus 5, I get 4. Square root of 4 is 2. So g of negative 3 is equal to 2. So now I can replace that with 2. So my new problem is h of 2, which is going to get me 10. We'll turn our attention to the next problem. So the innermost function is h of 3. So I want to handle that first. And then what I want to do is replace h of 3 with 15. So next I want to do 4 times 15 and get 60. So I need to find f of 60, which is going to get me negative 119. So when you're doing this function computation, you just want to make sure you work your way from inside to out. You should always be getting a number and then plugging that in, getting a new number, plugging that in, and you should get less and less stuff showing up in your answer.